hand if you would like more room to breathe, breathing room. Yeah, I love that those two organs were paired together in this classical system, um, because there's such a continuous flow. Like we breathe in with our lungs, and things exit through the large intestine, and it's very, very balanced. And there's this concept that you can't just do one or the other, or you're going to be in trouble pretty soon. You can't just keep breathing in, taking on. There has to be an exhale and a letting go, or there has to be, a letting go and a releasing from the bowels. Like you cannot just continually, and vice versa. You can't just keep letting go and jettisoning everything and never replenish and breathe in again. And so
Yeah.
I love how those two form such a beautifully balanced system. And that just seems also very so practical to me as a guide for how I would want to also structure my business,
Mm-hmm.
is this balance between what am I taking on and what am I letting go of. And
Mm-hmm.
um, having learned what we learned over the years, and through experience, it's nice to be able to think about setting things up differently.
Yeah.
And uh, we have these cycles where we breathe and eat and have a bowel movement hopefully every day. But in your business, like, are you just set up to keep taking in and taking on?
Mm-hmm.
I love that I get to sit down and decide, set aside time that I'm going to intentionally, because I get to make those calls if it's my business. There's going to be time to clear my inbox. There's going to be time to go through old photos. There's going to be time to, we get to write these structures from the beginning when it's ours. And so
Mm-hmm.
I as a former designer, that's something I love, because I was always, in my head a lot, and to be able to drop down into the body and ask it, oh, when do I get to take care of its needs?
Yeah.
Because I think so much of our business is done from the headspace. Like we don't
Yes.
actually think, even if you're in body work. I mean, you and I are acupuncturists by trade too. Like,
Mm-hmm.
even when you're working on other people's bodies, very rarely are you taught to design in time to take care of your own body. It's sort of this thing
Yeah.
that you're just expected to do at some point in your schedule as an
Yeah.
afterthought outside of the business sphere. But what if that is drawn into the business sphere,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that space to breathe and to step back and to not just be taking in and taking on, that breathing room to stand back with clarity and make decisions is so important, and so
Mm-hmm.
wonderful that we as new entrepreneurs can start to think about that.
Yeah.